So before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know we're going to break down two versions of this combo in this tutorial. So the version that you saw demonstrated just before this was the more advanced version, and I will be breaking down both that version as well as a more intermediate level version in this video. Now let's start with the first move in the combo. So we're going to start by inverting, and I want you to prepare as if you're going to hook your inside leg, but we're not going to hook it. You're going to tuck the inside leg in towards the pole, bending that leg as much as you can. Now you really want to press that inner thigh into the pole. The grip from that inner thigh is going to allow you to take your inside hand off of the pole, wrapping that arm around your knee and grabbing the pole in a regular grip, thumb up. You're going to keep that outside leg piked forward towards your shoulder. And so once you've got that inside hand on the pole wrapped around your leg, you can then take your outside hand off of the pole. From there, you're going to bend that free leg, your outside leg, keeping it externally rotated. And then you want to begin opening up your chest. You're turning your chest away from the pole to reach that free arm behind the pole, bending the elbow slightly so that it looks as if it's wrapping around the pole like a ribbon. Arch your head back and hold this shape for as many rotations as you'd like. And to come out, you'll release that outside arm from around the pole to re-grab up high. You're going to bow your elbow outward to allow your knee to fall out of that window, and then you'll lower down to the floor. Okay, now let's talk about a slightly easier version of this. So from your invert, instead of tucking your knee and pressing it into the pole, instead you're going to go ahead and fully hook that inside leg to the pole. From there, you're going to take the inside hand off of the pole, freeing up that inside arm. You'll reach that inside arm around your thigh, grabbing the pole in a regular grip, thumb up. So instead of having to wrap fully around your bent leg, now it should be a little bit easier to get that arm around and to get your hand on the pole. The steps from here are pretty much the same. So once your inside hand is on the pole, you can release your outside hand. Your outside leg is still tucked forward towards your chest, and you're going to externally rotate it, keeping it slightly bent. And then you'll open up your chest, turning it to face away from the pole as you bring your free arm around behind the pole, keeping it slightly bent as well, arching your head back and holding. And then to come out, you're going to release that free arm from behind the pole to grab up high. You're going to then release your inside hand and place it down low in a martini grip, and then you can release that inside leg hook, lowering down to the floor. So those two breakdowns were the first move in the combo, and like I said before, the first one was a slightly more advanced version, while the second one was a more intermediate level version. So if you prefer the more intermediate version, then go ahead and skip to 458, and that's where I will break down the intermediate remainder of this combo. If you prefer the more advanced version, then keep watching right here. So from the beginning, and then we're going to add on the next step. So you're inverting, you're tucking your inside knee towards your chest, pressing that inner thigh into the pole, wrapping that inside arm around your tucked knee. You're then taking the outside hand off the pole as you externally rotate your outside leg, keeping it bent. You're opening up your chest, bringing your free arm around behind the pole and slightly bending. So from this position, you're going to release that arm from behind the pole, flip your palm outward, take your free leg, grabbing from the inside of your ankle or calf, and begin to pull that ankle or that foot downward. Engage your quad to kick your leg down further, arching back, head back, and hold. When you're ready to come out, you'll release that ankle or that calf to replace your outside hand back up high. Bow the elbow out to slide the knee out of the window and lower to the floor. So if you found you preferred the intermediate version, here is where I will break down the rest of the combo. So we're going to start from the beginning. You've hooked your inside leg, wrapping your inside arm around that thigh to grab the pole. Outside hand comes off. As you bend that outside leg, keeping it externally rotated, you're opening up your chest, allowing your free arm to come behind the pole, keeping it slightly bent, and hold. Arch the head back. To go on to the next step, you're going to release that outside arm from behind the pole. Turn your palm outward or flip it outward, and you're going to tuck your free leg, bringing your palm to the inside of that ankle or the calf, and you're using that hand to pull your leg down, engaging your quad to extend that leg even further as you arch to the back and hold. And to come out, you'll release the ankle or the calf, replacing the outside hand up high. Inside hand will come down into a martini grip as you release that inside leg hook and lower down to the floor.